It is a damning report. It was commissioned by NHS England, but it found multifaceted and systemic failures, it said, in the cases of three young women who got to know each other at the hospital here behind me. It's now under a different name and a different trust, but those three young women took their own lives within the space of 8 months back in 2019 and 2020, and this report was looking into the failings that their families have long said existed. The first of those three young women, Christie Harnett, her family said, and the report found, had actually tried to take her life before. There'd not been an investigation into the circumstances of that, and as a result there was no assessment of the risk that she might try again. They say there was an organisational failure that contributed to her death, multiple failures in that case. Another case, also 17-year-old Nadia Sharif, who suffered from autism, but the staff dealing with her lacked training in dealing with autism. And in fact, even when they were offered that training, they refused to be trained in how to deal with people with autism. An unstable and overstretched service contributed to her death, this report found. And Emily Moore, 18 years old, a fragmented, incomplete, inconsistent system. She told people at another hospital that she'd been shouted at and sworn at when she was here. Dozens of failings, 119 failings in care and service identified in this report, just relating to those three young women. Now, the trust responsible has apologised. They provided us with this statement from the chief executive. We've not been able to ask questions of the chief executive, but this is what has been provided to us.
Well, firstly, let me say how incredibly sorry I am to the family and friends of Christie, Emily and Nadia. The reports have been incredibly thorough. We've been through those reports. We fully accept all the recommendations. We're really clear that improvements need to be demonstrated. We've already made a significant start on the addressing of some of those recommendations.
Now, the families of Christie, Nadia and Emily have welcomed that apology, but they say the only real solution here is a public inquiry into what went on here.